Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi guys. Welcome to the Nerdy Archives.
Yes, welcome.
Um, Welcome to the shit show, and it only gets more shitastic.
2024 needs to chill the fuck out.
It's honestly been so bad, hasn't it?
Dude, this year has felt like fucking 6 years in one.
Honestly, that's the truth. Um, so hi guys. Welcome, and it's gonna be another of we do whatever the fuck we want because
Yep,
that's just who we are now.
just what we
Um,
do.
it's just really literally what we do. There's no rhyme, there's no reason. We
No,
just live in life.
trying to.
True. Just trying, barely making it. I swear to God, Willow, do not do what you're about to do. That's correct. Lay down. Lay down. Come here. Lay down. Anyways. All right. So, per usual, mental health check-in. Then we're probably just gonna talk books and random life shit because that's all we got.
Literally.
All we got going for us. All right. Per usual, I'm gonna make Amy go first.
Okay, so my work week was okay until Friday.
Yeah.
Um, so you know that contract I've been talking about?
Mhm.
You know, the one that affects my fucking job?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. That was a great way to start my fucking weekend. At literally 9 a.m. I find out, and he doesn't have any fucking answers for us, and neither did my boss. So like now I'm just kind of like in fucking limbo, like trying not to panic. Like, am I gonna have a job? What the fuck's going on?
Right.
As I'm trying not to cry about it right now, I'm so fucking depressed. It's not even funny because like I really like my job and I don't want to have to move positions.
Right.
And I don't want to go to one of these new companies that got it
Right.
because it wasn't just one, it's like three fucking different companies.
Oh.
Which like what? Okay, whatever. So that's
Okay.
my life right now. I am literally just playing it by ear. I'm going to try to save up as much fucking money as I can
Mhm.
until cuz I don't know how long this transition's going to take, like what the fuck's going on.
Right. Like you
I
literally have no
literally
idea.
have no answers, and it
Right.
like why didn't you just wait until you had answers for us?
Yeah.
So that's fun. Um I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get fucking emotional. Like I said, yesterday
You're okay.
I depressed slept for like 3 hours.
And that is completely valid.
I didn't even want to do any of my work. Like, what the fuck is the point?
I feel you.
So anyway, yep, depressing news. I'm glad I got 6 tattoos this year while I could. Um,
Yep.
you know.
Y-
Um,
Valid.
Today I had to go to a stupid fucking dance recital
Gotcha.
for my
Yes.
niece, and it was very weird because it was like supposed to be like Saturday morning cartoons. That's what they were
That's weird.
calling it, even though it's like Sunday morning, but whatever. And
That's weird.
these fucking people come out, start doing ballet to a Final Fantasy song. Dude, you know what I'm gonna be. Mike says it's from 11. I never played 11. It's from fucking 10, and I know it's from 10. It's
Right.
like boo 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 doo, boo doo doo boo 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 doo.
Yeah, that I'm
Boo
almost
boo boo
100% sure
doo.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
like I'm like, why aren't they playing Blitzball right now?
Why are we not
Even though
playing
that's
this
not the Blitzball song, but so I was like really confused because that's not a show, that's a video game, and it was the only video game.
one?
So it's, I don't know. It was exhausting. But I did have the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life today.
Nice.
So I found my spot. That's like our new Mexican go-to. Their guac was
Nice.
so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hell
I
yeah.
still have some in the fridge. I had a fajita burrito.
Ooh.
So it's like a fajita, but in burrito form, because I don't like making little measly tacos, because let's be real, they don't give you enough shells.
Right.
Dude, it was so fucking good.
Sounds good. I haven't had
Anyway,
good Mexican in a while.
yeah, dude, it's San Jose. It's off of Elizabeth.
Okay.
It's like a little tiny fucking place.
Nice. Those are usually the good ones.
Yeah. um, I finished Light Lark and Nightbane,
Woo.
which I am going to say on here because I've said it to you multiple times. I need to not listen to the people on Book Talk, and I need to read their most hated books because I absolutely fucking love them. And
Yeah.
I don't really care for their, like,
The ones they
the
like.
ones they
Yeah.
like, yeah. So, um, the first book was okay.
Hmm.
It's in third person, but it was not like as jarring because like I went from reading a third person to a third person, so it was fine.
Right.
I'll get into it when we
Yeah, yeah.
talk books, but um, I don't have anything planned tomorrow. I don't think. I hope. But yeah, I'm just gonna be a depressed piece of shit until I figure out answers.
That's valid.
Yep. And Mike and I have been playing Albion online, and now we're doing a run where like we're gonna be PKers, which is player killers, and I've never been more excited in my life because I'm very angry and I want to take it out on random people.
Valid.
So yeah, that's been my week.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, wait. Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was last week. And we we recorded on Saturday. Fucking Father's Day.
Yep.
Okay, so my brothers came over to my house because my dad refuses to leave.
Hmm.
So Justin and Julian showed up first. It was chill. Justin ate all my munchos, and I'm very mad because those were my chips.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
fucking
like
high
munchos.
on. And then when I went to the store the next day, they didn't have any. So it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, besides the point. So it was chill. They came first, and then Shane and Jess come.
Uh-huh.
And I was really hoping Jess wouldn't come because she literally just got out of the hospital the day before.
Hmm.
Um, so that was fun. It started off fine,
Hmm.
but then everybody went outside to smoke.
Hmm.
And we started making breakfast stuff, like preparing everything. And Jess decided she was going to start cooking the sausage while she waited. And
Right.
when Shane came in, he's like, "You guys are already cooking?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, you didn't smush the patties down?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean? I can still do it," which she couldn't. And he's like, "Did you put water in it?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can you please stop doing that? Like, it's not going to be crispy." And so he went
Hmm.
outside to smoke a cigarette, and then I went outside to talk to him because Jess was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, just being a fucking bitch. Like, Shane didn't say anything mean.
Hmm.
His tone was like, whatever. So I'm outside
Yeah.
talking to Shane, and she decides she's gonna leave. Which, like, I'm glad. Thank you for not causing a scene in my fucking front yard.
Right.
Anyway, she fucking leaves, and Shane's like starting. He's trying to like finish cooking the sausage, and she calls him. So she's outside for like 20 fucking minutes on the phone with
Oh,
her.
Jesus.
And Mike's like, should we start cooking the eggs? Like, I'm hungry. And I was like, I don't know what to fucking do. I don't know what's going on right now. I need to finish the sausage. I need to take these. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I gotta take
Yeah.
the bacon out of the oven. Like, there's so much shit's going on. So, whatever. He finally fucking makes the food. We finally eat.
Mhm.
And then, like, literally right after he got done
Mhm.
eating, she came back and picked him up and they left.
Oof.
Meanwhile, all that's happening, she's messaging me on Facebook, like, just causing a bunch of fucking drama. I'm like, look, come back, eat, and then you guys can, like, figure it out, right? But she left me in red, so I don't care. It was just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is about dad. And
Yeah.
y'all are making it about yourselves.
Right.
But whatever. The egg sandwiches were fine.
Mm.
They weren't the greatest, but they were fine.
I will say oven bacon is superior to
Dude,
stove bake, like stovetop bacon.
it is.
Oh my God. That's a restaurant thing. That's a restaurant
And,
thing.
like,
Is
the way my conventional oven is half of the bacon was extra crispy, like some people like, and the other half wasn't as crispy.
mm,
So it was like perfect.
nice.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so that was that was my Sunday. I asked my dad because like Justin and Julian left like not too long after because they were there until fucking 7 and they came at
Right.
3. So I was like, I'm so sorry. This took literally your whole fucking day.
Right.
I asked my dad, I was like, how long do you think it's gonna take Shane to message me crying? He's like, 7 minutes. I was like, oh, I was thinking a half an hour until they got home, but 7 minutes is probably right. He never messaged me.
Well,
So we were both wrong. But yeah, it was just like, dude, why'd you even come? I knew something like this was gonna fucking happen. Why'd you come? And then she messages Mike on Facebook
oh.
2 days later and is trying to like talk shit about Shane and like all this shit. And Mike's like, why do I fucking care?
Goodbye.
He's like, oh my god, validate my feelings. So
Wow.
he's like, I was like, why the fuck do you even have a messenger on your phone? He's like, in case somebody wants to talk to me. I'm like, are you sure you want the people talking to you?
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, sure. Like Jess isn't even his friend on Facebook, so it's like she
Oh my
requested a mess.
gosh.
I don't know. It was so fucking stupid. I was like, oh my god, he was mean to me. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that was my Father's Day. Anyway, I am done. It is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Father's Day. We did we do anything? No, we didn't do shit. Yeah, we didn't do shit. Like we all don't have fathers to celebrate, so well, not to be morbid, but we didn't really do anything. You sent me a live to watch
Yes, I did.
on, and now one of the people. Okay, backtrack on 'em, backtrack, full words, full sentences. Um, it was, two narrators narrating a romantasy audiobook. Was listening because, well, I mean, it's freaking romantasy, I'm gonna listen anyways. Um, really good. They're really great. One of them now follows me, which blew my
Yes.
mind. Um, and now I listen to them like regularly. I follow both of them, and I literally was listening to one of their lives today. So
It's very mesmerizing. Like
it's really cool.
I didn't know they did it together.
It's actually considered a specialty, yeah,
Because
because
like
there's like duet, and then there's shit. They literally talked about it, but yeah, it's a specialty thing.
it's so cool.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, dear.
No, 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 you're good. That's all I was gonna say.
Um,
Because normally it's
yeah,
just the one person recording and then it
yeah,
like mushes together.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's so cool. And I was listening all week. I'm going to get that book
I
that they
was,
were
yeah.
reading. Oh my god, I listened to most of it, so it's not too much of a surprise. I really only missed I literally I think the live that you shared was, like, they were at, like, 50%. So I've almost have, like, the last half of the book, almost all of it I've listened to, so I know how it ends. Um, but I'm like, I still want this. I still want this. I want this."
Yeah, as soon
Um
as they were talking about how she's different, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna want to read this.
It's so good. The ending, I'm gonna say, because it is a standalone, there will be no
Oh,
continuation. So the ending is like a little like I'm not gonna say lackluster. It makes sense for the character arcs, even from like the 50% mark on. But it's not like mind blowing, but it's good for like, a standalone singular kind of deal. Um So that was Sunday. I just like listened to people's lives. Um, I have been reading all week. I've been doing really, really good. I've been doing really good, guys. Like I did lose a streak because I didn't read until midnight and well, actually, I read from 11:50 to midnight and then 5 minutes after midnight. I still counted it cuz it was only 5 minutes after midnight.
yeah,
Little iffy,
I would
but
have counted it too.
here's the thing, a Kindle itself does not log information until 3 AM the previous day. So I'm like, "You know what? 3 AM is just gonna be the magic time." Like, if I don't read by 3 AM, I can't count it for the previous day.
Oh, that's
Like,
smart of you.
that's kind of how, like, my brain works now. Because it's like, if Kindle doesn't lose my streak until I don't read till after 3 AM, I'm still considering it. So
Yeah.
it's fine, it's fine. But no, the book is so good. I actually have my Kindle on because we're gonna talk books. I am at excuse you, why are you not I literally was just reading you. Why are you not open? Um, I literally read before I started recording, guys.
Me too.
Oh my god. I am at 76%. So I'm trucking along, guys. It's so good. So good. I've been crying all week. Let's be real. Every chapter is something new to cry about.
Yep.
Um, let's see. My brother came home from downstate with a new car.
Yes.
He now has a Mazda 3, a 2021 Mazda 3.
Nice.
In one of the prettiest reds I've probably ever seen in my life, not gonna lie. His car's name is Alistair.
Of course.
Yup. Um, okay, I think that's really it about like personal life, really. Yeah, pretty much. Like there's not much going on personally. Um, so we're gonna get to work. Oh God, no, we're gonna get to work. Um, so like most of the work week was pretty chill, except that this upcoming week schedule sucks absolute shit. Because apparently now I'm back on 10 to 6s for some reason. So
The
that's cool.
fuck?
Like I'm literally all 10 to 6s except for one 10 to 5.
That's bullshit.
Yep. So there's that. I'm giving it 2 weeks. And if it does not change back to what it should be, I am gonna start freaking, especially after what happened this week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so on Friday, yeah,
Sorry.
Friday. We were slammed because we are officially reaching like peak tourist season.
Mm-hmm.
This week, next week, Oh shit, it's like next week already the 4th. Are we already to the 4th of
No,
July?
it's the week after next.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I was like, whoo, Lord,
Yeah,
please, I'm
it's
not
the
ready.
week after next.
We are like in prime time tourist time though. Um, and so it's busy, especially once we hit like 10 to 2, I would say is like the busiest time. That's like when our peak is
Hmm.
every day. And I was running self-scan with Bagger Cody, which surprise surprise, he actually quit. So, whew, um because he's an assistant manager up at the Family Dollar anyways. Um so Sadie was not working with him to get him a schedule so he could work both jobs. So he was like, screw this, I'm gonna leave. And he did. Good for him, frankly. Anyways, I was working it with him and Julie comes up and gets into the cigarette case like she always does. Mind you, she never asked. Most of our coworkers will ask if they can or will ask us to get them their cigarettes because that's like protocol.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's one of those little things. Like if you work there, like I'm not going to get upset if you get into the case because like you work there. That I don't usually mind. That's not what this is about. Um, but I'm working self-scan. I have like 3 machines down at this point. I'm trying to fix them. Well, 2 of them can be fixed, but I'm trying to fix the 2 that can be fixed. I'm trying to wait on customers. I'm pretty sure I'm like performing a suspend or something. I'm busy. And Julie is like standing right in the middle of my self-scans, like realizing that there's not an open register. And she's like, um I can't wait. I have to have my smoke. I'm taking these outside. I'll pay when I get back. And I'm like, "You know what? I I don't even remember what I truly said because I'm obviously not focused on a stupid coworker who should know better." You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not focusing on what she's saying so much as I am trying to pay attention to the customers I'm trying to help. Um, but basically like I don't stop her because like I'm trying to pay attention to the customers that are in front of me. And, for a second, I'm like, "You know what? Whatever." Like, I thought to myself, "I'm not gonna do anything. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. It's whatever." But then I get to thinking, I'm like, "Well, no, because we have cameras. It will see that she literally looked at self-scan and then walked out.
Yep.
I'm not getting my job jeopardized because she's stupid. I'm just not." So I went to Sadie, told her, then I had to tell Big Boss. And I'm thinking like, "Shit, like, she's gonna get fired." I felt bad for, like, an hour or so because I have guilt about, even if people deserve it. I feel bad when things happen to people. And like I'm going in on Saturday thinking, okay, like she's gone. Like there's just no way that like you can just like be walking out of the store without paying for merchandise, regardless if you come back and pay for it. No, she was still there. She's still there.
It's so stupid.
Um and she is now on a warpath for me, which is great. Um But Kylie was actually like, like when she first opened up the service counter, Julie came up there and was like talking shit about me. And Kylie literally was like, I told her to shut up. I literally told her to just go to her register and shut up. She's like, she's like, I'm not like having her talk shit about you when you're one of the few people here who actually does their job.
Yeah, no.
And I actually like you. So, and I was like, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Um, Which I do, because I like that there's some people who will defend me in this world. Um, and she's like, "But, it's gonna sound mean, I don't mean this." She's like, "I wish she will run her mouth in front of you on your shift so you can come tell me and I can go tell HR and we can try to get rid of her because 'cause I'm sick of her."
Yeah,
And I'm
I think
like,
everybody's fucking sick of her.
it's like, it shouldn't even be like that. It shouldn't have to be like, "Oh, like, we're all sick of," like, no, it's literally like, you don't follow policy. You literally don't know how to customer service for your life. Like, there's 1,000 reasons why you should not still have a job. Like, it's getting to the point of frustration at this point. Because how many times, because of me alone, has she gotten talked to?
Right.
And it's not like I literally went to Sadie, I was like, "I'm not even trying to be a tattletale. I just need to make sure because I'm in charge of self-scan. I need to cover myself because I'm not gonna get in trouble for somebody else's actions." Like, so frustrating. And so, like, now it's gonna be she's gonna be on a warpath until either something happens or I don't know. It's basically until something happens. She was smart to avoid me all day, though.
Like I
She was
said,
smart.
as a previous smoker, I would fucking never come to work without smokes.
Mhm,
Two, I would have waited to take my break until it was fucking slow, like enough.
mhm.
Like, why? What adults fucking act like that?
Not rational ones, that's for sure. Ugh.
Dumb
Um,
bitch.
um, oh, also, a little side note about Kylie, was in the hospital.
What?
Yeah, the doctor suspects she had a heart attack.
Are you fuck? What the fuck? She's young.
She's 18.
What the fuck do you mean she had a heart attack?
They think she had a heart attack. She has
Dude.
heart damage that's consistent with a heart attack. Um, she had chest pains at like 3 in the morning on I think it was Monday or Tuesday. It had to be Tuesday because I was at work. Um, and everyone was like, "We don't know what's going on." And I was like, "Okay, well, I saw that she posted on Facebook, so I knew she was at least alive." Um, which was like, "Okay, at least she's alive." Um, yeah, the doctors are like, "Yeah, we're pretty sure you've had a previous heart attack and you were on your way to, like, another cardiac, like, event." Um,
That's so fucking
eh,
scary.
she, I think, is either completely delusional or literally in denial, which I can completely understand either reaction, frankly. I can understand it, because she's just a little too nonchalant about it all. Um,
Okay.
and, like, I'm basically on her ass about making sure she's not overdoing the caffeine because the doctors did say you can't cut cold turkey because your heart will literally freak out just as much as if you continue with the massive amounts that she takes. She was taking, like, thousands of milligrams a day to get through a day. It was ridiculous.
I'm shocked my heart
Um
hasn't given out on me yet then.
Oh god, don't say that.
Same. Well, no, because I quit cold
I know.
turkey.
I know. Um, but, like, so she's not cutting cold turkey, and, like, today she went over her, like, 300 it's, like, 350 a day or some shit, for until, like for, like, a month until she can start cutting back more. She went, like, 100 something over milligrams over
Oh
today,
my
and I gave her
god.
so much shit. I was like, "Why do I have to be everyone's mother? Why? Why?"
Because you're the
Like,
responsible one.
because I can't take care of myself, but I can sure make sure everybody else takes care of themselves. So I was on her ass a little bit today, about it. I can't do anything. Obviously, I can't, like, pour out or drink. I'm not gonna go that far, but, like, I try to remind her, like, "Hey, you're literally only, like, 18. Can we please not die? Please."
Literally.
Like, dear Lord, I can't handle that. And like, okay, so Blake is one of the baggers. I've talked about him a little bit. He's a sweet kid.
Mhm.
He considers me like his like big sister, which I like he literally is like my little brother at work. Like I give him so much. I actually don't give him shit. I make sure he stays in line is what I do. Um and today it was storming all day today, like downpouring.
Mhm.
And this kid is out getting carts without a jacket.
Oh my god.
So he comes in and he's literally sopping wet. Like his hair is like falling in his face. rainwater is, like, all over him. I'm like, "Get over here." And I'm, like, not dragging him, but I'm sort of dragging him to one of the registers, and he's like, "I don't need a jacket now. I'm already wet." And I'm like, That's not what I'm doing. Like, shut up." And I literally dried this kid's hair with paper towels. Otherwise, he would just been walking around with a wet head.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, "Come on. Can no one take care of themselves? I
No.
can't do this." Like, I'm thinking to myself, "I'm sorry this isn't actual towels and, like, I'm using paper towels to dry your hair, but whatever. As long as you don't get a freaking." "I'm not gonna get a cold." "Okay, bitch. Like, you're also allergic to grass, but you're doing hay bales
Yeah,
at work at
you're gonna get
like,
sick.
I can't with this kid. Like, he has his family has a cherry farm, and he works at the cherry farm after he gets off work, and he's allergic to grass and hay, but is still doing hay bales, and his dad, of all people, is like, "Hey, are you gonna need your EpiPen?" And he's like, "No, I'm fine." His arms are all welted.
Clearly not fine.
I'm like, "I swear to God, I can't save everybody, but I'm gonna damn well try because I swear to God, I might not be able to take care of myself, but I don't put myself in danger."
No.
But yeah, but also I think I don't know, I think it's telling that, like, some literal, like, 16-year-old is okay with me drying his hair off. I think that says something about me, and I think I like that people trust me with with taking care of them. I don't know, it's nice. Um, it's also nice to take care of people who don't literally fight me on every single time I try.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that was today. Today was very interesting. Mostly because I started paying attention to Julie's, like, whereabouts, and I was like, "Oh, this bitch is really trying to avoid me. She's literally going around the store to avoid running into me." I'm like, "You really can't keep your mouth shut?
Good. Fuck that
Really?
bitch.
Because you know I can keep my mouth shut. I've been doing it this entire time." Oh, but yeah, so that's work. Um Shit shifts next week. I'm not looking forward to next week. I'm so over this back and forth. In the fall, if this continues, I'm literally going to change my availability from like 7 to 5. Like, you get those 9 hours, figure it out.
I don't blame you.
I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing this. I know I don't have to take care of grandpa anymore. I know that, like, using not even the excuse, but, like, the legitimate reason of, like, "Hey, getting off early is easier for me to, like, help take care of grandpa, blah, blah, blah." I still have a life, and, like, my life is literally that day shift, and I need the nights to myself.
Uh huh. No, I completely get that.
So, like, we gots to come to an agreement, Sadie. We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure something out. Um And last, rounding it out, is body health, whatever you wanna call it, health, whatever. It's been a shit week because let's see, pretty sure my period is starting to malfunction like it did, like, back in 2018.
Oh no.
Um, yeah, it's, like, the start of it. It's not to the point yet, but, like, I've been spotting off and on all week, and it's only been, like, 2 full weeks since my actual period, so that's not good. It's not a good sign.
No, it's absolutely
Um
fucking not.
which means that your girl's gonna have to make a gynecologist appointment, which luckily I did learn doesn't require referral, thank
Nope.
God at least. So that's cool. That will make things a little bit easier. Um, so woo. One little glimmer of hope, although I really don't think I can avoid a pelvic exam any longer, and I'm not looking forward to it. I've never had one.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not as bad as everybody says it is.
that's what mother says, but
It is very uncomfortable,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this, sector of my life anymore. Anyways, so there's that, and then this week, we've had some new teeth developments. Okay, get ready because this dental journey just never ends, guys. Um, how long have I been talking about my teeth on this goddamn podcast? Okay, so I literally only have like 2, maybe 3 teeth left of work to do before my mouth is out of things to be taken care of. I'm so close to being done with dental work, guys. I can taste the end, but it ain't coming soon enough. That sounded really dirty out of context. Anyways, um, so my tooth that needs a root canal has been acting up to the point where I can't put pressure on that side of my mouth. Um, I mean, I can put pressure. I can't chew on that side because once food gets lodged in there, it hurts bad. So I have been trying to avoid that
Mhm.
by eating on the other side where it's all gums, which are still not hard enough to not get torn up the minute it has anything harder than a piece of bread. And it was Thursday or Friday? Thursday. No, Friday. Friday. Yeah, Friday, yesterday. I couldn't resist. Mom made homemade Rice Krispie treats. Those are my weakness. Those are my weakness. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A homemade Rice Krispie treat is like heaven in a bar. It's amazing. Anyways, I was chewing on the side I shouldn't have been chewing on. Not the root canal side. No, no, no. The temporary crown side. And sure enough, she popped right off.
Oof.
Yeah. So I am currently temporary crownless and unable to chew on the other side. So I've been on a strictly soft foods diet for the last 2 days. I'm not happy. I'm extremely unhappy actually. All I can think of is the foods I want to eat, like steak and chips. I literally just want queso chips with sour cream. That's all I want.
That sounds
I
so
can't
good.
Oh, it's so good. I can't have it. The endodontist ignoring my calls. I literally left 4 messages in the span of 24 hours. No reply. No reply. So, I guess I just have to stay I apparently am gonna look real good by fall if this keeps up because I'm not gonna be able to intake anything but soft foods.
Right?
So, like, you know, I'm gonna be miserable. I'm gonna snap, and it's not gonna be because of anything other than the fact that I can't eat. As I told Blake today, I did not get to be the big bitch I am without loving food, and I can't eat food right now. I'm not happy.
I'm very angry about it.
I'm very I wish I was joking, but I'm
No,
very
I know.
very upset. I can at least hopefully get into the dentist to have the temporary crown re-cemented on at least. Just so it's not exposed, the tooth underneath is not exposed to, all the lovely things that bacteria and shit. That
Yeah.
might be the la that might be the last, like, resemblance of hope of at least maybe getting to eat something other than mashed potatoes, gravy, and chicken slop. That's what I've had the last 2 days, chicken slop. Yeah.
Is that
It's
like
like
turkey
turkey slop.
slop? Okay.
Yeah, but chicken, yeah.
That sounds
Yeah,
really good. What the fuck?
it was actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought this, like, honey not honey, Jesus Christ, not honey, lemon pepper ranch seasoning packet because it was $1 on closeout at work. I was like,
Ooh.
"What if I put this into the chicken gravy?" Turns out it's freaking fire, and it was
Dude,
really good.
I love lemon pepper.
I love lemon and ranch, so I was like, "This is made for me."
Perfecto.
And I have just enough to get me through tomorrow. I made enough leftovers, so I won't starve. It's fine. Everything's fine. Screams. Um, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'm literally on the brink of a mental breakdown. It's totally fine. We're both doing great. We're
I
having a great
know.
time.
I
32 has been fantastic.
I'm not even fucking 32 yet.
I know. Hey, think about it. The tail end of my 31 first year was absolute shit.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's just the way 31 goes.
Yeah, considering
Oh,
I have 2 fucking months.
I know. I was trying so hard to figure out a way to get down there to visit you, but because of everything, I am so out of everything work-wise. Like, I'm in the negative still for
It's totally
PTO.
fine. And my
It
birthday's on a
pisses me off
fucking
though.
Tuesday.
I know. Mine was on freaking Thursday, so yeah, like I get it. Um, but no, I'm just like, but my accrual rate for PTO goes up to the next bracket this year because I'm officially 5 years in,
Nice.
which is like nuts to me. I've never had this is my longest job. The longest job I had before this was just under 2 years. This is my longest job.
It's sad that my
Um,
longest was Harbor Freight.
yeah, it was, wasn't it? Shit.
Bro, I had a nightmare the other night.
Oh god.
I worked at Harbor Freight again. But it wasn't like the size of Harbor Freight. It was like the size of a Home Depot.
mm, no,
Yeah, I hated it.
no,
Anyway, nightmare.
no, that's awful.
Yeah.
um, so that's like our lives falling apart, guys. Um,
Let's get
now we're
into
gonna
books.
we're gonna talk about the one thing that gives any sort of resemblance of hope.
Okay, so like I said, I finished Light Lark and Nightbane.
Hmm. Yes, yes,
I started reading Cruel Prince. I DNF'd that bitch.
yeah,
I got to like chapter 8 and I was like, Autumn, I swear to God, this better get better.
yeah,
Spoilers, it doesn't. So I
yeah,
said, fuck this shit. So now I'm reading What Lies Beyond the Veil.
yeah.
So far, it's good.
That's good.
I'm only on like chapter 4,
That's okay.
but the chapters are long. Anyway, so Light Lark.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk about some Light Lark.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so like I said, it's third person, but you're following our main female character, who is Isla.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain better. Okay, so Light Lark is is like the It's an island, but it's like the power source of all the powers. So like everybody used to live on Light Lark,
Mm-hmm.
but then curses happened. So they
Mm-hmm.
all separated to their own mainlands. So there's like the wildlings, there's the skylings, the moonlings, the starlings. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting one. I'm not. And then there's Nightbane.
Mm-hmm.
Not Nightbane. That's the name of a drug in the book. It's Nightshade. Excuse me. So, once every 100 years, all the rulers of the islands come together to perform like like not a ritual, but like trials to try
Uh-huh.
to figure out how to break these curses.
Got you.
So we're following Isla. She is a 19-year-old who is the ruler of the wildlings. The wildlings curse is that all the women are beautiful. That's not it though. They're like they're like seductress, right? They're kind of
Yeah.
like succubus.
Yeah.
Um they cannot fall in love. If they fall in love, the other like the party that falls in love with them or vice versa gets killed
Mm-hmm.
and they survive off human hearts.
Nice.
Yeah. Um so that's their curse. The Moonling curse is that the ocean tries to eat them every full moon.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. So like the ocean attacks their fucking. It's a thing.
That's great.
The Skylings, they cannot go out during the day. They are forced to be nocturnal. The Starlings is the saddest. Nobody lives past the year 25.
Oof,
And
that's rough.
then Nightbane. Oh my god, why do I keep saying Nightbane?
Mhm.
The Nightshades can't roam at night. So like the Skyling's power is like the sunlight gives them power, it makes them stronger, right? So like they can't
Mhm.
be in it. And then with the Nightshade, darkness is their thing, but they can't be in it. Um,
Mm.
so yeah. So anyway, so we have Isla. She is the ruler of the wildlings. Um,
Mhm.
her guardians, so her parents died when she was born. Her father killed her mother and then killed himself because spoilers, the fucking mom didn't kill the dad.
Oh.
Like she was supposed to. Anyway, so they're both dead, so she has guardians, and her guardians want her to seduce the king of Lightlark because he's got like all four powers. He's like the
Mhm.
strongest guy. So like she's supposed to seduce him to fall in love with her so she can steal his powers. Because when there's like a love bond, the others can like take on their powers and like steal their powers.
Okay.
So that's what she's supposed to fucking do. Isla doesn't fucking do that.
Mhm.
Instead, she has a star stick. It's like to portal, like she can draw portals and go other places. So she's been going to the Starling Isle, and she met Celeste, which is the ruler there, and they became like best friends.
Mhm.
So their plan is to find this giant needle called the Curse Breaker that is supposed to remove curses, and they were going to
Mhm.
remove both of theirs because Isla is powerless.
Got you.
So wildlings are supposed to be able to control nature. She can't. She has no power.
Got you.
So that's fun. So she goes to Lightlark, and the first motherfucker that portals in after her is my boy Grim. Is that a fucking centipede?
What?
There's a centipede on my wall. I'm going to ignore it. It's too
Uh-uh.
high up. Yep, nope. Gross. Anyway, I'm
That's
sorry.
really disturbing.
I hate centipedes.
Oh,
I like bugs, right? But like centipedes are
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I know you like bugs.
Anyway, okay, so our boy Grim comes into the picture. He is the ruler of the Nightshade. And this
Mhm.
coy ass motherfucker asks Isla if he's seen her somewhere before. And she's like, what the fuck, no? Like, I have no idea who you are.
Mhm.
That's gonna come into play,
Okay.
okay?
You're like,
It's coming.
listen.
Listen, it's like foreshadowing. Anyway, so and then Azul comes in. He's the ruler of the Skylings. And then Cleo comes in. She's the Moonling. She's kind of a bitch. And then Celeste comes in, and Isla has to act like she doesn't fucking know her. So blah blah blah. They go into the kingdom. Blah 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 blah. She decides she's gonna go outside and sing on the cliffside for some fucking reason. No, she's not a cliffside. She's like on a balcony, but then proceeds to go on the outside of the balcony. It's like
Mhm.
squatting, singing, and then somebody claps and she falls. So she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna die." Cool. She doesn't
What a
die.
what a way to go.
Yeah,
Woo!
she doesn't die, but whoever saved her left her like let her hit the water. So she's like
Wow.
sopping wet. And she's supposed to go to dinner. And
Well.
she's like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm going like this. So she literally walks in like a goddamn fucking wet dog. And has to sit next to the king. And this is like her first time meeting the king. His name is Arlo. Aro.
Mhm.
It's R-O-O. I don't.
RLO.
No.
O
O-R-O.
RO.
Oro?
Oro.
Okay. So
Oro.
it's getting
Like
closer to
orzo.
me. I might have to call Mike in here. It's getting closer to me. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe just do that because the
no,
last thing you want is it to touch you.
no, it's okay. I'm keeping an eye out on it. Um,
You're like, don't worry.
as soon as it fucking gets close, I will fucking book it. Um, so the king's like giving her shit because she looks like that,
Uh-huh.
and Cleo makes a fucking remark, and Isla couldn't bite her tongue and said something. Oh no, she said that like it's a kind of a weird time to go for a swim. And Isla's like, yeah, because your people have died to it.
Well.
So that made Cleo like her enemy anyway. So, ha. So Isla has to eat hearts, right? But she doesn't because she doesn't have powers. So she
Mhm.
does not have to eat this. But they bring her a heart because that's what wildlings are known for. And she takes a bite of it because she has
Uh-huh.
to. And Grim is like, we should not let her eat that in here. Like send it to her room. That comes into play later. Okay. So anyway, okay. So there's trials, blah blah blah. They're not really trials, okay? There's like a duel, and she beats Grim, and then she goes to beat the king, and then she's like, "Well, fuck, I'm supposed to stay under the radar," and she lets the king win, and the king knows, so he's like pissed. Um, like I said, there's a bunch of trials. I'm not gonna like explain to you the whole fucking book, right?
Mhm.
But anyway, okay. So the 50th day, they can kill each other.
Classic.
So they get split into pairs. You're not allowed to kill your partner.
Uh-huh.
And the fucking king chooses Isla. And she's like, I was supposed to be paired with Celeste. Um, but now she's searching for this heart of
Uh-huh.
Lightlark with the king. So there's a lot of banter. Like she fucking hates this guy. He hates her. Um, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
Her and Grim, chef's kiss. They be bantering back and forth and kissing. Like not kiss. Well, they do kiss. But anyway, he gives he gives her a necklace and says, "Just tug on it and I'll come. I'll come save you." Um,
Uh-huh.
this comes into play later. Anyway, okay. Well, it was kind of cute because the first night he took her to go get chocolate because he knows she loves chocolate. So he took her to go get chocolate. Okay. Anyway, it was cute. So whatever, blah 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 blah. She's spending time with the fucking king. They find
Uh-huh.
the heart. She gets shot in the heart and almost dies.
Well.
But she doesn't because the heart of Lightlark saved her. That's not true. But anyway, so she has powers now
Oh well.
because of the heart. She feels like she does, but she doesn't. Anyway, so she goes to I know. She goes to the Wildling Isle, like not her homeland, but like there's an island on Lightlark that is meant for them. So they're in like this house of mirrors, it's called. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, by the way, Celeste and Isla find the fucking bond breaker. Ha! Just kidding. It's not a bond breaker, but it doesn't fucking matter because um Celeste pokes Isla, and not only does her power come out, because guess what? She has power. She's a wildling and a nightshade. So like the nightshade fucking like canceled out the fucking wildling. Where the fuck did that bitch go?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh. Anyway.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Anyway. Okay. So Celeste, it's not a curse breaker. It is a bonds breaker. So Celeste stabs Isla and takes not only the wildling power and the nightshade power, but also all of Oro's power because he's in love with her. And she's like, "What are you talking about? This guy fucking hates me. Like, I don't there's no indication he loves me." But apparently he
Uh-huh.
does because like she has her power. So, there's like an epic fucking battle. I like Celeste isn't actually Celeste. It was like the first ruler of the
No.
fucking sky, and she's the starlings, and she's the one that created the curses, and she had to kill her sister to take on her identity. It was a bunch of
No.
shit. So
Damn.
Isa's like, what the fuck? Why is everybody betraying me? What is going on? I hate
Why
this.
am I the main character?
Why, yeah, why am I the main character? So, she ends up killing Celeste. She has to.
Yeah, but
And when, I know, when she kills Celeste, she takes her powers back, as well as the Starling powers, because she doesn't want those people dying. And
uh-huh.
she breaks the curses, so that's the first fucking book.
Ah.
Grim, wait, no, not yet. Grim's like, okay, let's go to Nightshade, let's go. And she's like, no, I'm choosing the king. So he's like, okay, but you're gonna come eventually. Like, I'm gonna let you simmer on that. So the second book, it's about her and Oro, like, trying to rebuild after the curses. And
Mhm.
she is slowly getting her memories back because Grim stole her memories.
No.
Um, yeah, I forgot to say that. He told her in the first book. Anyway, yeah, he stole her memories, so she didn't remember knowing him at all or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um, so she's having these flashbacks of when she meets him. She accidentally portals to his like in his fucking in his castle or whatever. And she's running
Mhm.
from the guards, and she gets pulled into a room by a lady and like is forced to stand in a line of
Uh-huh.
women who like he's gonna pick from, and he chooses her, and she's like, ah, fuck me. Okay, so they kiss, and then she stabs him in the heart because she's like, fuck,
Well,
I got
damn.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, she stabs him in the heart, and then he portals to her room because that's his flair. He can portal wherever the fuck he wants to go.
Mhm.
And he's like, "You fucking come into my house and you try to assassinate me? Fuck you! Like, I'm gonna kill you." And she's like, "I it was an accident. I stabbed you out of
Mm.
fear. I don't know what to tell you. It was an accident. I didn't mean to portal there." So, whoa. While she's having these flashbacks, she's like trying not to sleep because she doesn't want to remember anything about Grim
Right.
because she's choosing Oro. And then Grim in present day is like, I'm coming for all y'all in a month. I'm starting a
Oh
fucking
well.
war.
Surprise!
Yeah, so like meanwhile they're trying to fucking get allies and shit. The moon bitch fucking decides to fuck off and go to the night band, go to Nightshade to fight with them. Um, so anyway, yeah, he's learned like she's learning all about his past, like their past,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up working together to try to find a sword because Grim can't use his powers near it because it'll know it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets hurt a bunch, so he gives her chocolate, like a chocolate, like hot chocolate, and she's like, "This is the
Mm-hmm.
most fucking divine thing I've ever tasted." So he knew she liked chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a bunch of banter and shit in the past while they're trying to figure out this war. Isla's trying to like learn how to control her powers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward. Turns out,
Turns out.
okay, so Grim does come, and there is a battle, and she has to kill one of them, either Grim or the king, right? Because the prophecy
Mm-hmm.
said so. And she's like, well, I'm gonna kill Grim. But then she doesn't kill Grim. And she has her last memory, and the necklace he gave her, she can't take off because they're fucking married. He
Oh well.
erased her memories on their wedding day.
Hmm. Damn.
So she's like, if I go with you, will you stop this? Like, there's gonna be no more death. And he's like, yeah. So Oro's
It's
like,
like, yeah, babe. It's all
yeah.
good.
Oro's like, don't you fucking dare. And she's like, I'm sorry, I love you, but I also love him. And they
Oof.
vanish. So like, I'm gonna read the third book. Because I need to know what fucking happens. I hate love triangles. Okay, I'm Team Grim. I'm sorry. I have a type. Okay, and he checks all those marks. So
You do have a type.
yeah,
You do.
I do. So like I said, I will read the third book. Isla became more tolerable in the second book, except for this whole fucking like love triangle thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I am excited to see where it goes, and I want you to read it.
I'll read it. Like I said, if you enjoy it, for the most part, I've enjoyed everything, literally everything that you've suggested I read. So, I
They're
mean,
only like 400 pages
yeah,
each, so like it flies by. It's not
yeah.
like another fucking 700-page book, I promise.
Oh God, I'm not even to that point yet. That's the next book. I'm
I
terrified.
know. That
I'm
will fly by,
terrified.
I promise you.
I don't know.
I'm very concerned as to where this bitch went. I do not see it.
Oh God.
I should have. Autumn, why didn't I listen to you?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway. So
No.
now I'm reading What Lies Beyond the Veil.
Mhm.
Like I'm only on chapter 4, so like it's story building, world building. Fuck the
Mhm.
fucking world she lives in. Holy shit. One, her name is Estella, and it's like the prettiest fucking name I've ever
That is a pretty name,
read in my
Stella. That's
life.
pretty.
So she's poor, and she's forced to pick gardens for the king. And the
Mhm.
Lord has a thing for her, which is really creepy because she's like, no.
No.
She like doesn't want to get married. She just wants freedom.
Mhm.
Um, so virginity is like she's unmarried women are supposed to say virgins, right? But she's like, I know. She slept with a guard.
She's like,
And
nope.
yeah. So cuz if you sleep with somebody before, you're either going to be like a lady of the night
Uh-huh.
or like you're fucking nothing. Like nobody's gonna want to marry you. You're tainted.
Right.
Well, the Lord knew that happened, and he does not fucking care, and he just killed his wife. So, and Estella's like, I'm not marrying you. I would rather die. And he's like, you're gonna wish you wouldn't say that, cause like they have to sacrifice somebody to the veil
Uh-huh.
every fucking end of harvest. I
Yeah.
don't know. So like she's supposed to be sacrificed. She's like, yeah, no, I'd rather die. And so that's where I'm at. So like it's keeping my
Nice.
interest at least.
Nice. No, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a bad bitch right
Yeah, it's just
there.
like no, I'd rather die.
Ooh, wow, that's a bad bitch right there.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck. I already know what's gonna happen based on like the description of the book.
I was gonna say you're also following them tropes.
I very much am. Ooh, Callum though, he's blonde,
Oh,
but he fits it. Like, hold on.
you're like he fits everything but this one thing.
How do you spell his name? It's like some different fucking way of spelling it. Caelum. That's right. It's like a very weird way of spelling Callum, but
Right.
so hello,
Hello?
thank you. Um, like I said, he checks all the boxes.
Got you. Got you.
Here
Okay.
is some cute fan art too.
You're just like you are so in the age of like you're like this is the age I needed to get back into reading because I can get all the fan art.
Literally, I am so glad, dude. Every time I read a book, I have to know what the characters look like.
That's fair.
Okay, that is my rant. I am done. Let's talk about Fae Isles.
Okay. I've been crying so much over these damn books, man.
So you're 70% in.
Yeah.
75.
Yeah.
She went to meet,
Oh, that's so cute.
right?
Oh my god. I don't need a little plastic standee. I have enough.
I know.
Anyway, anyways,
For some reason,
um,
my shirt decided it's gonna be see-through.
well,
There we go. Anyway, okay, so she met the goddess that she.
yes.
Okay. How
Yes.
did we feel about that?
I cried through most of those like 4 chapters. I cried.
She picked up the fucking bag.
I know. That was where I was literally like sobbing to myself. It was great. No, it was great. Yeah. There's so oh, that was very I have quotes. I have a quote actually. I was like, I'm gonna literally make a plaque of this quote. That's how much it means to me. Give me a second. I'm sure once I start reading it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I highlight too much. I'm sorry, guys. I highlight so much. Da, da, da. Okay. Oh, so this is page 266. So we're like just over the halfway point, guys. And it's Zara, how in the hell am I supposed to choose between the people I love? You love yourself first, she said without a moment of hesitation, settling her bag back into its usual corner. Without that impossible weight in her hands, even her words sounded lighter. And then you see who celebrates that and who tries to stop you.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna make myself a plaque of that shit because that hit hard. I cried. Cried
Okay.
very hard.
So they're out of
Cried.
the forest.
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, they're in the like huts right now. I just got to where they finished like killing everybody, which that fight was
Yes.
really cool.
Dude, I know. I fucking loved it.
Um
This bitch knows how to write fighting scenes.
yeah, and the magic is just getting better and better and cooler,
I
which
was
is
about to
great.
say, how do we feel about the new?
I love it.
I do too.
I love it.
Because it's not just colors, it's textures, and
Uh-huh.
it's
It's
so cool.
it is cool.
What is it?
Um
Velvet?
of oh shit, velvet
Softness?
softness for damn it, let's look this up. I know how to search.
Iridescence?
Let's see.
Dude, the shells. I love that she just fucking grabbed a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking shells.
Excuse me. Smoothness for mind, softness for movement, iridescence for magic.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
I love it. I love that. Like,
Yeah.
how did she come up with this?
I don't know, but it's so good. It's so good.
So they
Well,
were
yeah.
on the nymph isle.
Yeah, they're on the nymph isle. What is the last word? Like, what did I last read? Oh, she's having some of the prisoners.
Yes, so she can practice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh God.
you're not gonna be ready.
I'm not, but that's a tomorrow. That's a tomorrow. Um, that's
That's a
tomorrow,
tomorrow
girl.
autumn problem.
That's an tomorrow on problem. Um, let's see. Um, met her familiar.
I love her bird so much.
Oh, she is so cute already. She's so sassy.
It gets better. I fucking love her.
She's great. She's great.
I
Love her already. Um, yeah, no, like I think, and I said it this morning in my voice message, this is easily either tied with or in second place with Crowns of Nyaxia. This is, and I feel bad for God Kiss Bride, but she's always gonna be lower and lower, I think, is
yeah,
the problem. And I love that series. I do. It still sticks in my head. Like,
I'm
but
always thinking about it.
I'm always thinking about it too. And that's kind of the funny thing. But I'm always thinking of Crowns of Nyaxia too. And I'm always thinking about Fae Isles. I haven't found a series yet that I'm just like,
Eh,
it is what I mean, it's eh. And I think part of the problem is it's not gonna happen where I have a series for a while that I'm just like eh about because I think ultimately romantasy is like unfortunately it's my shit and like it's gonna be
I
very hard.
romantasy is definitely like yes.
Yeah.
I
Um
don't.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to dabble into dark romance. I don't.
No.
I don't.
No.
I like thrillers because the first two books I read,
Yeah, yeah.
like that's fine. But I like fucking romantasy. Can we get some murder mystery and some fucking romantasy?
Right?
Like,
That would be
well, to be
great.
fair, okay, so I guess Throne of Glass is that.
Technically, yes, yes. But that's like one out of 50,000 books out there.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like
I need a
it's a
break from
market.
Sarah J. Maas. I
Yeah,
I'm not gonna read Throne of Glass yet.
right. Yeah, I get you. Um, Willow, chill the frick out. Why are we doing hoppy legs? Chill. Um, I was gonna say that like, yeah, I think romancy is like really my genre as an adult, which is teenage me somewhere is screaming like, what?
Yeah.
That's not to say I don't still love like my Dean Koontz and my like John Saul and but I'm just at the point in my life where I don't just need to be terrified all the time.
Right? Like me right now. Where did that bitch go?
Right? Yeah.
My
Yeah.
legs are literally up on my chair. Like,
Oh,
mm,
babe.
I'm not dealing with it.
Oh,
I'll scour this room.
no. Love. You're
I
terrified.
am.
I don't blame you though. I don't blame you. Um, I'm hoping to finish the third book by by the time I return to work on Tuesday.
I think you can do it.
I need to log some hours because here's the thing, I am like so close to finishing and winning the summer reading challenge already. Yeah, you only needed 600 minutes. I'm already at just under 400.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're killing it.
So like I'm so close to finish. I'm like if I can just finish that, I still have to read every day for the 155-day challenge. That doesn't end until September. But um yeah, I I want so badly to like I just want to keep digging. And I just got an email from Lizette
Yes.
from the Kickstarter campaign, and 3 of the 5 bonus scenes have been released. But I'm usually not a spoiler person. I don't usually care about spoilers, but I'm trying to be better and actually care about that kind of thing. I can't read 2 out of the 3, and I've already read the first one because the first one's Creon's point of view from the first book that I've already read. The other 2, one is from they're both from the last book. One is from chapter like 12 or something, and the other is an epilogue. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll wait. Just gonna wait. Damn it. But I wanna read. Just wanna read. The covers are gorgeous. I have to actually send you one.
Okay.
One, it's new art. One is 2 of them you've seen because I've shown sent you the one for Creon's point of view. That one, that cover didn't change. The other one is oh, hey, I almost called him Abner. I'm telling you, his name is not Agnor in my head. It's Abner.
It's Agnor.
No, but my brain says Abner. Anyway, it's already released art of him and Allie that's on her Instagram. Um, the last one, let's see, go back, is new art, I think, because I've not seen it, but I've only gone so far in her Instagram feed before. Da, 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 da. Let me send it to you. Give me 1 second. That freaking plastic figurine thing is so damn
I know. I can't wait to meet him.
cute. Right?
That is so cute.
Right? Yeah. Um, so yeah, very cute. Still can't read it yet. I'm very upset. I'm like, I need to hurry up. I need time. That's the problem is I just don't have unlimited time. If I had unlimited time, shit, I'd probably be done with every book in the frickin' long ass list I have.
There's not enough time to read all the good books in the world.
There's really not. I downloaded more books because it was stuff your Kindle, guys. Um, I downloaded some new books. Um, I have 2 contemporary romances, but that's just because, one I had heard good things about because it has, disability representation,
Oh, I like that.
um, and it has to do with she has a radio show,
That's
which I'm
so
like, "Oh
fucking
god."
perfect for you.
I'm like, I can't." And then the other one is actually I'm a tropey bitch. I love a friend's lovers. I'm sorry. It's always been bleh yourself. Anyways, you and freaking M.
Um,
Don't yuck don't yuck my yum. Anyways.
okay.
Um anyways. Um it's called The Roommate Risk.
The
But
roommate
that one
risk.
The Roommate Risk, yeah. But that one's also the author is really well known for, like, super diverse characters, include not just, like, race or like, ethnicity
Yeah,
or religion, but also, like, body types, which I was like, "Okay, like, you're getting me there."
sign me up.
I would love okay, so let's see what I bought or didn't buy, but I got The Curse of Ophelia,
Okay.
of Vines and Rivals, The Roommate Risk, like I said. I got Warden. Oops, I ate a vengeance demon.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is like a it's like a fantasy comedy, um, and it's part of a series. Um, Lunaria? Lunaria, that's part of a series. All these are like the first of a series. Queen of Roses, A Kingdom of Iron and Wine, Prince So Cruel, Caught in the Basilisk's Gaze, The Savior's Champion. I think that's all from this one. It seems like a lot more, I'm not gonna lie.
We got another
Oh,
one tomorrow.
yeah, we do. Oh, the one that has the, radio show and the, disability representation is called Not My Type, and it has to do with, like, shibari.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the whole thing is he doesn't do relationships, she doesn't do flings, but she doesn't have experience in she's a sexologist,
Okay.
and she has a radio show. And somebody asks about, like, shibari, and, like, she has no answers, like, that's, like, her one, like, gray spot. Um, so she meets somebody and he's like, "Oh, yeah, like, I have experience in this, like, you need me to talk to your listeners?" And she's like, "Sure, like, that would be great, actually." And sure enough, sparks fly, blah, 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 blah. They find out that, like, he's like, "I don't do relationships." She's like, "Well, I don't do, like, flings." I'm excited actually to read it.
It sounds good.
Yes. Yeah, it sounds good. He is apparently a carpenter, which not sure why I guess I understand why people think they're attractive, but at the same time, like, physical labor just
No, thank you.
no thanks.
Been there, fucking done that. I don't want to do it again.
Mm-mm. Anyway, so that's what I got, this earlier this week. Um, there is another one tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta send
I
me the
also
link.
Yeah, I gotta get a link for we gotta get a link for that. I think that you would like Caught in a Basilisk Gaze, by the way.
Read it to me.
Uh, Okay, here's the thing. It's a It's not even a little spicy. It's kind of ridiculous, the premise. Okay. My fated mate doesn't want me, but if he doesn't claim me, I die.
Oh, that's dramatic.
It is. Um, I risked my life to help Faye flee a tyrant king. When my own escape goes wrong, I'm left stranded in the wilderness with an injured, arrogant Fae mercenary. The last thing he wants is to claim his mortal soulmate, but we have to rely on each other or die. Unfortunately, he's half basilisk, and a single gaze will kill me, unless we mate every 3 days.
Oh my.
Yeah, but it's like it's supposed to be actually it's like high stakes. There's like literal like actual like political intrigue shit in between it all. It sounded good. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
does sound
ooh,
good.
basilisk. I was like, basilisk? How many times do you hear about that?
Not often enough.
Not often enough. That one sounded really good. I also have one, The Savior's Champion, which is a trials kind of thing. It is book one of two of the Saviors series.
The Savior series.
Yes. Um, which is the Savior's Champion and Savior's Sister. Um, excuse me. Um, yeah, the Ever King was on sale. I didn't get that one.
No, don't.
The fourth book or something in that one that you told me to read, but then I was like, it's too slow in the beginning and I quit it.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
excuse me, The House of Beating Wings.
yeah,
The fourth book in that was on for sale for free, which I thought was weird to put the fourth one, but
yeah. The
that's
fourth one, that's kind of weird.
that's none of my business.
I
None of
think
my
that
business.
just came out too. I think I only read the first three. Hold
Mm,
on. Let me go back to my calendar.
yes. Oh,
Yeah, Kingdom of Lies, fourth book, just came out on your birthday.
oh shit.
So the fact that it's free now tells me I'm not gonna read it.
Probably not.
I'm good.
You're like, I'm
If
good.
I don't remember anything in that book really, other than the whole mercenary thing,
Uh-huh.
it's not worth my time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've read better since.
Right? Um, but yeah, that's what I got. Obviously, like we said, there's another one which I'm probably gonna check out for more. Even if I don't like them, they're free.
Exactly.
That's the best part. Stuff your Kindle, and if they all suck, you didn't spend a dime.
Nope.
I did spend $3 on that roommate risk. I'm not gonna lie.
It's $3.
$3, not bad. Although I wanted to get Bride, which is $11. I really should have bought Bride because I've been thinking about Bride ever since I kept reading about it, and I'm like, I
If
really should
I were
do it.
you, if that's gonna be your audiobook, I would just get the audiobook.
Yeah, I
That way
really
you're not
should.
buying double.
Yeah, that's what I should do. I also should probably try to figure out if I can afford an Audible subscription on top of everything else. I feel like I can. I got rid of my second Patreon. Sad face.
Sad
That's
face.
$5 extra a month though. So,
True.
yeah. But yeah, I just want to I want to read, but also I don't even know if you actually got the messages about all the freaking breakthroughs I had with the story.
I don't know if I listened to them because I was at the fucking dance thing all day.
Yeah, this was at the earlier in the week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. About the twist. The
Yes.
one that I was like, oh my god, that's fucking ingenious.
Yes. I did elaborate a little bit more. I'll have to like resend, I think, because like honestly it got a little clouded. I've been thinking about it all week. Okay, you guys are gonna laugh. Or maybe, I mean, laugh with me because I kind of laughed at myself. when I because when this whole thing came to me, I was at work and I had keys. I had work keys. I was working on machines, so I had the self-scan keys. And I was ki I don't not fiddle with key like, if I have keys or something, I'm gonna be playing with them.
Yeah.
I don't and I was just kinda like, like, tossing them around and twirling 'em around my finger, and all of a sudden I started villain monologuing. I'm not even kidding you. It literally just popped into my head. Just popped. And I'm just like, I s I don't even care that I sounded crazy because I now know that even if I'm whispering to myself, people can hear me. Dumpling made that very adamantly clear. Um, so I don't really care at this point because I was like, I'm just gonna follow the thought process. And I had oh my god, I'm so mad that I didn't have a way to record myself because it was such a good monologue. No, it was like a good villain monologue. I was pissed that I had forgotten 90% of it by the time I got home. I was so upset because it was so good. No, it was like genuinely like, oh, wait a minute, this is good. Like, this is good. I had a moment and I was like, I was so mad because by the time I got home, 90% of it was gone.
No.
It was like the dark side of my Gemini just came out for a second. It was like, "Ooh, you want a villain monologue? Here you go." And I was like, "No." Um, but yeah, I'm also like, okay, I told you when we first started this that I wasn't gonna do like soulmates or like prophecy mates, like,
Yeah.
oh, like we're supposed. However, tell me that the angst of her, like having a realization of like, oh, what if everything I'm feeling is just because of some stupid prophecy?
Ooh.
Uh huh. Because she's literally never, ever had feelings for anybody before. So she's thinking in her head, "Oh, this is just some stupid prophecy. Like this is actually not my own feelings."
Yeah.
They're not. There are her real feelings. But she doesn't r understand or realize that or believe it. So you have that little, like, nice angst to it.
Yes.
Yeah. But guys, guess what? The gods are evil. I think that's pretty much every fantasy novel, but the gods are not nice. That's all I don't I wanna spoil it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't.
You need to write it.
It's hard. Writing is hard. Coming up with ideas is great. Cinematic even. Writing it down is much harder. I've been trying to write the scene that I was monologuing. I tried and I failed. I got 2 paragraphs and then I couldn't do any more. It's frustrating. It's all stuck in my head like a little movie. A little movie. Also, I don't know why Caleb looks like a little altar boy. I don't know if that was intentional in my head or not, but unfortunately, he just looks like a little altar boy. But also I loved my idea that because the god of loneliness is who possessed him, he was easiest to possess first, because what makes it easier to possess somebody than somebody who's alone?
True dat.
Yeah, that was the kind of my favorite thought process that came from it. I was like, "Oh, shit, he'd be, like, the first god to, like, possess somebody because his chosen would have to be isolated."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
perfect.
I okay, you know what? Frick it, I'm gonna go real fast. So, the goddess who I've not named, the
Yes.
healing goddess, she is the baby of all the gods. Like, she's like one of the last ones. So basically, in my little head canon, all the gods were just kind of like loving the chaos of life, right? Like they were just loving like death and like fighting and war and like disease and like basically like the human life cycle without any interruptions, right?
Yes.
So before this little healing goddess, everybody's lifespan was just determined on like how well either their genetics or their luck was. Like there were no interruptions to that. There was no healing, there was no, you know, medicine. It was just kind of like, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. The goddess is magically shows up one day. And she's like the little baby of the little pantheon, and she's the healing goddess. And she expands all these humans' lifespans, and all of a sudden people are like living longer, and they're recovering from illness that would have previously ended their life. Um, so the other gods aren't too happy about this. Because what does that mean? They're not getting as much worship as they'd like. So she kind of becomes the outcast of the pantheon, if you will, which also means that her chosens are kind of outcasts themselves. So I have this idea that the whole reason that um like basically Florabelle is the first one to really realize like shit, wait a second. The other gods don't really make mention of said goddess. Why? Why is she like in her own little separate unit? Kind of comes to the realization, oh shit, she's the outcast.
Yeah.
And like I'm not sure if we want to get into like, oh, having conversations with goddesses. Like I said, I don't want to borrow too much from everything, but let's just say she has an epiphany where the goddess is like, hey, all my brothers and sisters really kind of love, like, they want to be on the mortal plane again. Like, they want to be among, the humans. They want to kind of play puppeteer, but on the human level. I don't want that, but I'm the only one who doesn't want this. So it's kind of me against everybody else. And Floribelle's like, bet, let's go. So she starts the whole thing of everybody, like all the healers. She's the reason why Oriana is not as like God oriented, but that switches the dynamic a little bit,
Yeah.
which is the difficult part because it has to go from her being isolated from her healing goddess to being dedicated to her but into a different level, which is going to be a little difficult because it was originally like swearing off all gods, all goddesses, like breaking cycles, yada yada. The problem now is it's one goddess against a bunch of gods and goddesses, which messes with the initial thing that we had.
That sounds so fucking good though. I don't care.
Like, which also means like at the end, more than likely, she doesn't lose her power, her calling, which didn't come until the end anyways.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless we make it like unless we make it where it's like she gets disconnected from her goddess because of some sort of meddling, and like she has to gain back her connection with her to continue on their fight, which I guess we could find a way to do that.
We could, yeah.
um but then there was like, okay, so what I had, and it's a little cringy, I know, forgive me, I like tropes, okay, sue me, is what I was gonna have is that the goddess of healing fell in love with the god of, I still don't really know if it's like life and death. I don't know, but like whatever Liam's god is, they fell in love because he sees the value of expanding a life just as much as like its natural cycle, basically. He is like, shit, I kind of get it. And all the other gods are like, what are you talking about? Like, you literally are life and death, dude. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, shouldn't they get a chance? You know?
Excuse me.
And he's like, maybe I'm tired of like literally every day having 50,000 people to kill and end their lives because of like chicken pox.
Right?
Like maybe I'd like a break. Um so like that god and the healing goddess like fall in love. Which brings in the whole Liam and Oriana thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really like it.
it's feeling really tropey, but like cringe is dead. So you know what? Go forth, cringe. Um, yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's got so much work it needs that it's painful. Painful.
You
But
got
yeah,
this.
it was a thought. It was a very good thought I had.
I just sent you the link.
Okay, cool. All right, you're probably getting tired, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. I've made this last far too long.
You're fine.
Alrighty, guys. Don't expect anything next week other than the same shit we've been doing.
Literally.
Hopefully, I'll have the third book down and I can talk about it. That's my biggest hope.
Yes, and then you gotta decide if you're reading the novella first or the
I
fourth book.
Oh, it's so frustrating because I like Agnar. I do. But at the same time, I know more than likely I'm just gonna be like, nope, main story, let's go.
That's literally what you're gonna be like.
Oh, it's so frustrating. Um, anyways. But yeah, hopefully guys, I will have some book or books done. We'll see. With me working till 6 all week, probably not going to get a ton of reading other than like 15, 20 minutes a day done. We're going to be realistic.
Yeah.
Um, which makes me mad. But anyways, as always, guys, I am Autumn, aka Firefly,
I am Moxie, aka Amy.
and this has been the Nerdy Archives. As always, guys, be safe out there. There are crazy people
And Centipedes.
and centipedes and centipedes.
Bye!
Bye.